KUAM News Headlines, presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adai Tano program. The all-new 2018 Kona by Hyundai, available at Cars Plus. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Coming up tonight on Prime Time, it was a daring rescue, but the swimmer pulled from the waters off Tangisan has passed away. Also tonight, we'll bring you more on the twists and turns from Decision 2018, and we bring you more details from the visit of Secretary of the Interior, Ryan Zinke. Good evening, everybody. In Half a Day, I'm Jason Salas, and we begin tonight's broadcast with a tragic update after the body of a Korean tourist was pulled from the waters off Tangisan Beach on Tuesday. We've since been able to confirm that the male swimmer has passed away. Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola performed an autopsy but was unable to release details until authorities first contacted the victim's family. As we initially reported, the unidentified man was snorkeling with a friend inside the reef at Tangisan Beach earlier this week when he went missing. Several hours passed before first responders located his body and rushed him to Naval Hospital in Agena Heights. Unfortunately, he did not survive. In other news, and as we broke last night, the request for a hand count has failed. GEC commissioners met late Wednesday to discuss the latest concerns presented to them by the Frank Uggan Jr. Alicia Limtiaco gubernatorial team. Nick Delgado has full details.
A call for a hand count denied.
Official request to review and examine 2018 Guam primary election ballots.
With regard to this request, we've scoured the statute, and in reviewing the statute and coming to our recommendation, what we looked at was the entirety of the Guam election laws, together with the application of the Sunshine Request Act.
GEC Legal Counsel Vincent Camacho citing Guam law.
So we take a look at the Guam election statute, and with regard to every single ballot, with regard to whether it's spoiled, whether it's duplicate, whether it's unused, whether it's invalid, all ballots are required to be sealed once the ballot has been either defaced for unused, or defaced for spoiled, or duplicated, put into. So all the ballots by law are required to be sealed. So that includes every single ballot, including the valid ballots. Okay, so based upon Guam election statute, which is very, very clear, it provides that the GEC, in and of itself, shall not review any ballots except upon a recount. So that tells us that no ballots are subject to inspection unless there is a recount, right? And that's only for tabulating purposes. Until such time that there's some kind of order that requires or mandates the Guam Election Commission to open the ballots that are sealed, I don't believe the Guam Election Commission has the discretion to allow inspection of the sealed ballots.
The Uggan Limtiaco team made the request for a hand count and examination of the primary ballots the same day the recount was being conducted. Election commissioners noted the tight deadlines and the restricted budget. Commissioner Joseph Joaquin Perez expressing his concern.
We're going to do this again. Do we do this every election from here on? And if that's the case, then let's just get rid of the machines. I mean, I've been on this commission since 1982, and I've seen the whole gamut of what can happen. One of the reasons we bought the machines was to eliminate human handling of the ballots. The machine is very objective. There's no subjectiveness in the machines. Those optical scanners are more accurate than any eyeball any human being has. And when they do, when people mismark their ballots by not filling in the oval but by check mark, we take care of that through the replication process. And if we're gonna do this and spend the money to do it and take a chance that we're not gonna meet our deadlines, not once has a recount ever overturned the results from the primary election, or the general election for that matter.
Commissioner Jerry Crisostomo made the motion to approve the renewed recount request. Michael Parrish backing it.
But a request has been made, and I think it should be duly, be addressed. That's all. Just address it.
The vote came down to a split of 3 in favor and 3 opposed. GEC Chair Alice Tyron with the tiebreaker.
I vote no on the recount.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
The motion fails.
The Elgin Limtiaco team no doubt disappointed with the GEC's decision. Frank Elgin Jr. stating, quote, "We are deeply humbled and thankful by the outpouring of support during the past week. Alicia and I remain positive and will be discussing our next steps." Meantime, no surprise here as the Leon Guerrero Tenorio campaign is once again pleased with the GEC's vote.
There has been no word provided as of yet from the Elgin Limtiaco camp on what steps they may next be taking. The GEC is set to meet on the 10th to go over the absentee ballots before working towards certifying the results from the primary election. Well, also in news about the forthcoming election, the Guam Young Professionals Organization is hosting a senatorial forum series titled You Decide. Candidates will address the group from our business community with the focus including a discussion on the economy, general business concerns, and their perspectives on various private sector issues. The Republican senatorial candidates will be up first with the forum set for tomorrow at the Outrigger Resort starting at 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Then the Democrats take questions on the 14th, next Friday, same time, same place. You can find out more or join the event by emailing info@guamchamber.com.gu. Well, Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke, in other news, made a brief stop on our island after attending the Pacific Islands Forum in Nauru for high-level meetings with regional leaders. Zinke met with Governor Eddie Calvo, who briefed the Secretary on key federal territorial concerns. Nestor Lecanto gives you a recap.
The last time he was here, Zinke was a Navy SEAL commander, and he made reference to Guam in often used military speak as the tip of the spear.
Guam's a hub, not only militarily, but Guam needs to be a hub economically too. If Guam prospers, the Pacific prospers.
Governor Calvo seized on the chance to seek Zinke's support on a variety of pressing issues.
Whether it's tax policy, whether it's the territories and the equations that are used for Medicaid matching and other areas. So it was a very fruitful discussion. I kind of threw a lot to the Secretary.
Calvo has been critical of USCIS for a slowdown in foreign skilled labor visa approvals for private sector projects, which is in stark contrast to the multi-billion-dollar military construction for the U.S. Marine relocation.
The one size doesn't fit all. And I think you have to look at it in a specific area in a nation and territory. So Guam has unique requirements, and I'm in support of those other requirements as articulated by the governor. Absolutely.
Zinke left without any specific promises, but Calvo was happy to at least have his ear.
We look forward to allies such as Secretary Zinke in giving Guam the flexibility and more autonomy. At the same time, take out some of the shackles that we have in some of these onerous treaties and laws and regulations as well.
Reporting from Guam, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
All right, Nestor, thanks so much. Please stay tuned. Primetime continues right after this.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens,
It's a beautiful day.
we rely on the people we trust,
It's a beautiful,
who we can always count on,
beautiful day.
and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years.
Such a
on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, health care that's always there for you.
Win adventure in the IT&E Explore Your World Million Mile Giveaway. Every week from July 16 to November 2nd, we're giving away 60,000 United Mileage Plus miles to IT&E postpaid and prepaid subscribers. Imagine where you could go. Go on a weekend getaway to the Philippines. Enjoy fresh sushi in Japan. Itadakimasu. Sip a latte at a cafe in Paris. Or use your miles for shopping and other rewards. It's your world. Explore it.
Visitors make memories on our island. They contribute millions of dollars every year to our community. So what does that mean? Tourism keeps our island's culture alive.
And it strengthens our identity as Chamorros.
Tourism creates opportunities for local businesses to thrive.
The dishes I create feature local ingredients.
These ingredients come from local farms and create local jobs for farmers like us.
For every job we see in tourism,
there are hundreds more we don't see.
From teachers
to babysitters
to engineers.
We all work in the tourism industry.
Our visitor industry benefits everyone. It improves our income and gives back to our community.
Meaning more opportunities for a better Guam.
Tourism works for Guam.
Welcome back, everybody. In healthcare news, public health forced the shutdown of Benny Japanese restaurant in Upper Tumon after inspectors found a total of 81 demerits, resulting in a failing grade of D. The restaurant is cited for a dead roach, though no other signs of pests were observed. Employees were not aware of the health policy and were cited for washing their hands in the same sink foods prepared, plus leaving food out on stained tables without labels. Rust, dark stains, and food particles were also seen in the walk-in chiller. The last inspection of Benny was 5 years ago in 2013. The restaurant will remain closed pending a follow-up inspection and after paying a $100 reinstatement fee to Public Health. You can review the report online. We put it on our website. Well, the Guam Regional Transit Authority was in the hot seat after a recent audit challenged the accountability of that agency's finances. At an oversight hearing, Deputy Director Yuka Hechanova clarified that the $50,000 in undeposited bus fares was deposited by the contractor only after the audit was published. Though she's unsure if other funds might be missing, Rick Augustine, Executive Manager of GRTA, responds to the OPA's recommendations, saying that he needs to train or hire staff proficient in Excel or QuickBooks.
We are very lacking on and short of people. We don't have an accountant. But however, I did find somebody that is expert on Excel.
Senator Talina Nelson expressed frustration with the agency's management.
You're not meeting your mission statement, and I don't know what else to tell you. Perhaps my expectation is too high for an executive manager to make sure that the bus services and the paratransit services are working for the people of Guam.
Officials are scheduled to present solutions to GRTA's board on September the 18th. Well, there are reassurances from GPA in utilities news that laid-off meter readers should be able to find new jobs with them. With smart reader technology, the positions were no longer needed, but GM John Beneventi says they followed the required personnel rules and regulations, and staffers were notified of the plan well ahead of time.
Every step of this process, we've informed the employees. So this is the letter that I sent to them about the layoff didn't just come out overnight. No, we've been going through this process. We've established a new position, which is AMI technician, which is relevant now to the new technology that we have. So they can apply for those also. No?
Beneventi says he's confident that any of the employees who want to stay with the Power Authority will be able to find work.
We need people in other areas of the authority. Now, it's really incumbent upon them, though, to apply. Now, if they don't apply for what's available, then, there's nothing I can do about that. No?
Beneventi says many former meter readers have already found other jobs within the agency. The deadline to complete the layoff and new hiring process is October the 30th. Well, we have a rather touching story now. Was born in the Philippines with rare neurological disorders. A local family shares a story of their newborn, and they're asking for your help to help bring the baby home. Carmen Terlahi has the story.
In his hospital room in the Philippines, baby Zion turned 2 months old this week.
This is baby Zion. He is so precious. He's very active when he's awake. Very active, has so much attitude. We are reaching out to anybody and everybody for their support, most especially the prayers for our baby Zion.
Holding her baby with tears in her eyes, Jennifer Cruz Lizama shares the story of her son, who at only 6 days old went through his first surgery. Doctors inserted a shunt to help remove excess fluid in his brain.
He's a Daddy Walker warrior. He has also hydrocephalus and also schizencephaly. Schizencephaly is a slit or cleft of the brain. So Zion only has his left side of his brain.
Suffering from a multitude of rare neurological disorders, Jennifer and her husband took indefinite leave from work to be by Zion's side as he endures treatment off island. The journey emotionally taxing, now taking a toll financially.
Unfortunately, with Zion's first surgery, first confinement, he had maxed out with his insurance. So now after his second confinement, his second surgery, and it's pretty much pay out of pocket. You know, it's really difficult because we have no income. You know, our family back home, stateside, they're doing their very best to help support us.
With a heavy heart and hope, the family is reaching out to their community on Guam for help, praying that baby Zion will meet his family waiting back home.
Any donation will make a difference, you know, will help baby Zion with a chance of life and even a chance, you know, to live a normal life, and giving him the chance to going back home to finally meet his siblings.
A fundraiser for baby Zion will be held on Guam this Saturday, September 8th at Belly's Lounge in East Agotnya from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The family staying strong as baby Zion recovers from his second surgery. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
All right, Carm, thanks so much. Now, if you are interested in donating directly to Zion's family, and we certainly hope that you are, you can find a link at Jennifer Cruz Lizama's Facebook page. You can also go to our website at KUAM.com. We put links in the story. You can find out how to help. All right, let's take a look at regional headlines now with KSPN2 News.
Hafa Guam, here are the headlines for CNMI. The mayor of Rota, Ephraim Adalig, is pleading not guilty to one count of wire fraud that he was indicted on last week. According to court documents, in June 2018, defendant Ephraim Adalig, acting in his official capacity, allegedly arranged a government funding trip for himself and 12 others to the island of Guam under fraudulent pretenses. Today, in his initial arraignment hearing, Judge Ramona Maglonia scheduled a status conference for Tuesday, September 11th, in which he is allowed to appear by telephone, as he will be on Rota next week. Mayor Adalig is released on probation and is not allowed to leave the CNMI without permission. A jury trial has been set for October 16th at 10 a.m. A defendant has made a motion to withdraw a guilty plea 2 days before his initial sentencing. On April of this year, Liang Li entered a plea agreement with the U.S. government. According to court documents, Li was charged with 1 count of false statement in a passport application and 2 counts for false document. Today, his attorney, Janet King, claimed that his former attorneys failed at assisting him and told him just to plead guilty. Li has waived his attorney-client privileges to the government. An evidentiary hearing has been set for Wednesday, September 12th, and his sentencing has been pushed back to Friday, September 14th. If on Wednesday, Chief Judge Ramona Manglonia approves his motion to withdraw, then sentencing will be canceled and a trial date will be set. For more news, visit saipantv.com. For KSPN2 News, I'm Ashley McDowell.
Coming up after the break, the day in Island sports.
How easy is it to redeem points using the rewards feature on the Alpha Plus app? I'll show you. To redeem your points, simply present your Alpha Plus app to an authorized representative at any one of our partner merchants. It's that easy. Alpha Plus. Make every day a plus.
Check the Connect, Guam's new online source to find local pros and services when you need it the most. Search for services by using keywords or browse through categories and start checking things off your to-do list. Explore listings and find verified professionals on the island for your everyday needs from home to auto, special occasions, and so much more. Create a customer account to rate and save your favorite listings. Get connected today. Visit theconnectguam.com now.
There's a common thread I see every time I'm in the field.
While this is burning, you were saving other homes.
Neighbors helping neighbors and strangers alike.
This is what America's about.
Sometimes it's nice to see all the good that's out there.
Bringing folks out, we have seen it in community after community.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports, brought to you by Triple J. We'll get to some NFL predictions. Game 1 between the Falcons and Eagles in just a bit. But first off, some alumni basketball from the Elite Center in Teason. Check it out. PFC Islanders and the Sharks lacing up for some grown man basketball. Jeff Serrano with the pass from Billy Belger gets the leg to drop for 2 points. Sharks went scoreless on their first few trips down court. Jun Navarro to Jay Casemiro to Reggie Rechabong baseline off the backboard for his team's first basket. JP Cruz put up a team-high 20 points for the Islanders. Jin Han to Cruz at the top of the key, dribbles and pulls up at the free throw line for the jumper. Check out Frank Farron thread the needle on the pass to find Daryl Shandor cutting underneath the basket for the reverse lay-in. Islanders run their inbound play and get Merwin Martin open in the corner. Martin drives towards the basket and hits the soft floater off glass for the basket. Sharks staying in the game late in the second half. Jay Casemiro crashes the boards off a Reggie Rechabong miss, takes it back up for the basket and the foul. Islanders get the win 59-49. Belgium to Wayne Jesus for the corner 3. United Airlines Guam Marathon organizers, Guam Sports Events, Inc., along with title sponsor United Airlines and gold sponsors Guam Visitors Bureau and Pacific Islands Club, presented donations to USO Guam, Guam Police Department, and the Guam Fire Department from proceeds of the 2018 event. The donations, which included monetary and in-kind donations valued at over $15,000, were made possible by the number of event participants, sponsors, and the support of the community. Guam Sports Events Inc. invites the public to save the date for the 7th annual United Airlines Guam Marathon event on Sunday, April 14th, 2019, and encourages local runners to take advantage of early registration discounts by Sunday, September 30th before midnight. Registration is available online at unitedguammarathon.com. Are you ready for some NFL football? Friday, September 7th at 9:30 in the morning for some pregame analysis. Kickoff scheduled for 10:15 on KUAM TV8, NBC. Sunday Night Football, and the Falcons at the defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Let's take a look now at some of the teams they think they're going to win the upcoming game. Check it out.
Man, you got to go with the defending champs Eagles, man. They're bringing that banners down. Crowd's getting hype. How you not go for the winning team?
I'm going to take Atlanta Falcons because Nick Foles is in the game, not Carson Wentz this time.
We're going to go with the Eagles for the first game of the season.